Hi everybody, this is Swilly, and this is Swilly's Silly Segments number 10. It's a beautiful Thursday outside, it's sunny, and I hope everyone gets a chance to get outside and enjoy the wonderful weather. Really quickly, let's start with an AMI update. You should be done with 4 through 21. You should be done with the April 20th through 24th assignments, number 1 and 2 for each subject. And you should be working on the April 27th through May the 1st assignments for this week. Good news, after this week, we only have 2 weeks left of assignments. As soon as you get those done, you're finished. So you might start plowing on ahead. I know you can do this. We can knock this year out. I do miss all of you. Please email me or any of your other teachers or give us a call if you have any questions that we can help you with. All righty. We're going to do our photo contest entries in just a little bit, but first I wanted to talk to you about something that has definitely been on my mind this week, which is migrating birds. Behind me, you will see one of the migrating birds that have been visiting my feeders regularly for the past 5 days. That is the Rose-breasted Grosbeak. And this happens to be a picture of the male. As in many species in the bird world, the male tends to have very bright coloring. And a little bit later, you'll get a chance to see a female. They're very interesting. They migrate from South America and Central America, where they spend the winter, through this area and up into northern North America, where they will be breeding. So right now they've just stopped over to fuel up, and they seem to be really liking the sunflower seeds on my feeders. Now, you might be thinking, Swilly, how did you find out all this information? Well, just a second, I will show you. All right. Again, I've been sharing some resources with you throughout this process. This happens to be the Cornell Lab All About Birds website. And if you have any interest whatsoever in looking up any information about birds, this is your go-to place. I looked up information on the Rose-breasted Grosbeak when they showed up for me last week. And the other morning I had 11 of them, mostly males, but I've had a few females. And as you can see from the website, this is what the female looks like. And she's really pretty as well. When she flies, there's like almost a little bit of yellow underneath her wings, which is cool. But this is where I got all the information about these birds and what they eat and why they migrate back and forth. And I did want to show you this map really quickly, because that gives you a little bit of a feel about how far they travel to get to their breeding grounds. So the blue area is where they spend their winter. The yellow area is where they're migrating through. And then up into the pinkish peach color is where their breeding grounds are. So right here is where you are. So the ones I have in my yard right now shouldn't be staying. They should be moving on pretty soon to one of their breeding areas to have their offspring. I love this website because it gives you lots of information about how many offspring they'll have, how many eggs they lay, that kind of stuff. Another interesting fact is that scientists believe that this particular species may be monogamous. So once they mate, they stay together, which is interesting because I've had a whole lot of males, but not near as many females. So that makes me wonder if the females haven't survived or if a lot of the males I have are just unmated males at this point. So, which is really interesting. But that's a lot of information that you can find there if you've got another bird you want to look up. There are over 350 migrating species in North America. Which means they travel fairly long distances. Some of the Rose-breasted Grosbeaks actually will fly across the Gulf of Mexico overnight, which is just crazy to me to think about that. Think about all the carbo loading you got to do before you take that trip. But anyway, they're interesting, and I would imagine we'll have them for another week or two, and then they should be moving on. I've put out some orange slices and some grapes. I'm hoping I can get some Orioles because sometimes they'll come through. I haven't had any yet, and they're interesting. I've had some cedar waxwings. I've had some northern flickers, and those are also migratory birds. So if you're interested in any of that, I highly recommend you check out All About Birds. The Rose-breasted Grosbeak and other birds can be found on that website, which is really, really interesting. Now, before we get to the photo contest, one of the things that's been on my mind is next week. Next week is supposed to be the PMD trip. I hate that we're not getting to take that 8th graders. And, This virus has just really gotten in the way of a lot of things. But I've had you in my mind, and I just hope you have a great week and that you get to do something once things open up a little bit. And I hope you're doing fun things now too. But anyway, I hate that for us. We were supposed to leave on Monday. Next week is also May the 5th, or Cinco de Mayo. And I've always heard about Cinco de Mayo, and I erroneously thought, like many people, that Cinco de Mayo was Mexican Independence Day, kind of like our 4th of July, and it actually is not. So I looked up a little information on Cinco de Mayo because, I like to know stuff. And this is what I found out. Cinco de Mayo, which stands for the 5th of May, Cinco 5, Mayo, May, yeah, is a holiday that celebrates the date that the Mexican army had victory over France at the Battle of Puebla during the Franco-Mexican War in 1862. It's also known as the Battle of Puebla Day. So it's considered a relatively minor holiday in Mexico. However, in the United States, it has kind of evolved into a commemoration of Mexican culture and heritage. So it is celebrated around the United States as a day of Mexican culture and heritage. So it is not Mexican Independence Day. And I think, in fact, when I read that, Mexican Independence Day is like maybe September 16th or something. But Cinco de Mayo next week is a day to commemorate Mexican culture, and it's actually a celebration of Mexico's victory over France in 1862, which I thought was really cool information. All righty. So now let's get to our Cast Your Shadow Picture Contest, where you'll have a chance to vote on the winners of the competition. We had 8 entries this time, and so I'll set that up and we'll take a look at those entries. Hey, I think something goofy's going on because I'm not sure I'm on the screen, but I'll go ahead and record this and we'll see what happens. So the Cast Your Shadow Photo Contest. Here are our rules. You may vote for 2 pictures, just like you've done in the past. You will tell me what the numbers for those 2 pictures are. You may cast your 2 votes for the same picture if you think it is the best picture. And yes, you may vote for yourself because this is America and we allow people to do that here. Love America. You may send your votes to me through commenting below this video, emailing me, or texting me. Or if you happen to be on some other social media platform, I guess you could private message me. And I need your votes by Tuesday, May the 5th, aka Cinco de Mayo. And then I will get those votes counted up and I will announce the winners next week. The winners will receive winner or winners. I haven't decided how many I'm going to do. I'm a little behind on my rock paint, but I'll get there. I'll just say we'll do 3 winners, the top 3 winners. So they will get a painted rock of their choosing within my talent range. So let's take a look at these, and as you're watching them, make sure you kind of keep an eye on what the numbers are. I forgot to make a slide at the end, so you need to remember which ones you want to have, or I guess I could go back through them very quickly. And here we go. Number 1. The rules for the competition were that you had to have a shadow somewhere in the picture. So it's interesting interpretations that we have on that. Picture number 1. Picture number 2. Picture number 2. Picture number 3. Picture number 3. Picture number 4. Picture number 4. Picture number 5. Picture number 5. Picture number 6. Picture number 6. Picture number 7. Picture number 7. And picture number 8. Picture number 8. So really quickly, I will go back and do this again. And we will take a look one more time at these pictures. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alrighty, send me your votes by Tuesday, and you may vote for 2, and you can send me to any platform that you normally would send them on. If there's multiple people in your family and you'd like to show the video to them or have them look at the picture part of the video, they're welcome to vote as well. So the more votes, the merrier, and it gives us, I think it's just really neat for us to see our art get out there because, you know, photography is art, which is really cool. I've been taking a lot of bird pictures lately, and I'm real excited about those. This is the one of them that I took, which turned out really awesome. Well, look at there, I'm getting some weird green screen effects, but I actually got the cardinal coming in, flying into the feeder, so that's really neat, and I'm pretty excited about some of those pictures. Okay, really quick shout out to the scientists from Bourbon Middle School who all got entered for their regional science fair. 7 projects got entered. Hopefully we'll know the results by the end of next week, and I will post those for you. I'm really proud of those girls. They spent a lot of time preparing for the original competition, which got canceled because of the virus, but then they turned right around and went ahead and decided to work hard and get their entries into the virtual science fair. So we've got 7 of those. 6th grade has several projects as well, which are in the competition. So that'll be great to see how we do there. All right, finishing up, besides Cinco de Mayo next week, we also have May the 4th. Now, anybody who's a Star Wars nerd like myself knows that for years there's kind of been a May the 4th be with you, which of course is kind of a play on May the Force be with you. And so I was interested in knowing the history of that, because why? That's what I do. So here's what I found out about the history of the May the 4th be with you. The tradition started kind of among Star Wars fans. The first organized event celebration is believed to have taken place in 2011 at the Toronto Underground Cinema. And they had a movie marathon on May 4th, 2011, the May the 4th celebration. Now, the actual use of May the 4th be with you in place of May the Force be with you goes back actually to Great Britain in 1979, which is 2 years after the original Star Wars movie came out. And actually, when apparently when Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher was elected and was going to take office on May 4th of that year, someone had posted in a newspaper, the London Evening News, a article that said, "May the 4th be with you, Maggie, congratulations." So that maybe is the first recorded use of that pun, just 2 years after the movie in 1979. Since that time, Disney bought Lucas, the Star Wars franchise, in 2015, I believe. And since that time, there's been big celebrations at Disney. And so I think it's even become bigger in the last 5 years than it was before. But that's the origin of May the 4th be with you. So I'm going to end this video this week by saying I miss you. If you need anything, please email me or call the school and they can get me a message and I'll call you. And I would like to say to you, good luck at Science Fair if you've entered that. Happy Cinco de Mayo Day, and May the 4th be with you. Until next week, this is Swilly. Talk to you later.